At the start of the drama, we meet the female lead, Chen Yu. She wakes up to her mother scolding her for hiding money. Because of her father's mistakes, their family is drowning in debt and desperately needs cash. Her mother tells her about a swimming competition where the winner will receive $5,000. Determined to help her family, Chen Yu quickly prepares and heads to the beach. On the way, she notices a sold-out piano in a shop. She confidently tells the shop owner, Solon, that she will win the competition and return to buy the piano, asking him not to sell it to anyone else. When she reaches the beach, the race is just about to begin. As soon as it starts, all the contestants rush into the sea. Chen Yu swims with full strength and reaches the flag first. At the same moment, the male lead Junhao appears, speeding on a boat. His boat crashes into a rock, flips over, and he falls into the water, struggling to breathe. Seeing this, Chen Yu abandons the race and saves him. When Junhao stops breathing, she performs CPR and brings him back to life. Instead of thanking her, Junhao complains about the smell in his mouth, which makes Chen Yu furious. She scolds him and jokingly says she even lost her first kiss, while Junhao argues that CPR and a kiss are not the same thing. Once Junhao stands up, Chen Yu notices how tall he is and straightens herself proudly. She then demands compensation, $5,000 for the race she lost, $1,000 for CPR, $2,000 for her first kiss, and later adds $500 for the clothes she gives him, totaling $8,500. Junhao has no money and a broken phone, so Chen Yu lets him use her phone and writes down his details before dropping him off where his assistant Dawei is waiting. When Dawei arrives, he fails to recognize Junhao because of his messy appearance. However, the moment Junhao makes his usual commanding gesture, Dawei immediately realizes who he is. Soon after, Junhao is seen in a board meeting. When Chen Yu calls for her money, Dawei answers and hangs up, calling it a wrong number. Chen Yu feels cheated. Later, Mr. Tang threatens to harm himself to save his hotel from demolition. Junhao rushes out of the meeting, talks him down, and removes the glass bottle from his hand, getting injured in the process. Chen Yu arrives at the company gate and is allowed inside. When she mentions Mr. Tang, she safely takes him home. At Mr. Tang's hotel, a rich and charming man named Teo arrives and is warmly welcomed. Meanwhile, Junhao's fiancée Yuni bandages his injured hand. Chen Yu later confronts Junhao about the unpaid compensation and the hotel issue, then goes home and tells her mother that the hotel may be demolished, leaving both of them worried about Mr. Tang. The next morning, Chen Yu delivers water to the piano shop and finds Teo playing the piano. She begs him not to buy it, saying it is her mother's last memory. Teo explains he is just a tourist staying at Mr. Tang's hotel. Chen Yu gives him her card and offers help if he needs anything. That evening, during a family dinner, Mrs. Shang announces that Junhao and Yuni's engagement is fixed for next month. Yuni is shocked and leaves, saying she is not ready for marriage. Later at a cafe, Chen Yu offers Teo free coffee and insists on giving him a village tour, which he finally agrees to. On the other side, Shang offers Mr. Tang 2 million won as compensation for losing the hotel, but Mr. Tang refuses and asks for a week to think. Later, Junhao buys a ring for Yuni after being told it will only fit someone whose love is true. Junhao takes Yuni on a hot air balloon ride, unaware that it belongs to Chen Yu. In the air, he proposes to Yuni, but suddenly the ring slips from his hand and falls into the sea. The balloon begins to descend dangerously, but they land safely. Yuni, feeling protected, accepts his proposal. Soon after, Chen Yu reaches the beach after hearing about the balloon trouble. She finds the lost ring near her feet and is surprised when it fits her finger perfectly. When she realizes Junhao is the man she saved earlier, she demands her compensation again. Junhao promises to pay her that day, but Chen Yu doesn't trust him and insists she needs the money to buy the piano. During a phone call, Junhao realizes the balloon belongs to Chen Yu. When he notices the ring on her finger, he questions her, but Chen Yu claims it is hers. Frustrated, Junhao leaves the ring with her and walks away. In the final scene, Chen Yu goes to reclaim her mother's piano. Solon comes out of the shop and coldly tells Chen Yu that she paid too late, so the piano has already been sold to another buyer who paid in full. Desperate, Chen Yu hands over all the money she has, but Solon shakes her head, saying it is still not enough. Outside, a large crowd causes a traffic jam, and Junhao's car gets stuck on the same road. Watching from inside his car, Junhao notices the chaos and remembers Chen Yu saying she wanted to buy her mother's piano with the compensation money. As the workers begin carrying the piano away, Chen Yu breaks down in tears, crying loudly in front of everyone. Junhao silently watches her heartbreak. Just then, Solon suddenly brings the piano back and announces that a wealthy man has bought it for Chen Yu. Confused at first, Chen Yu soon assumes the buyer must be Teo, since he knew how important the piano was. Her mother is overjoyed, and Chen Yu excitedly starts getting ready to meet him, even taking homemade cookies from her mom. Chen Yu rushes to the hotel, but Teo has already gone to the beach with a group of students. At the beach, Solon offers him cookies, but Teo politely refuses. Trying to gain his attention, Solon pretends her ankle is hurt. At that moment, Chen Yu arrives and tricks Solon by shouting that her shop and house are on fire. Solon panics and runs away. Teo jokingly asks Chen Yu if she brought cookies for him too. Feeling shy, she hides them and instead offers him a free village tour, but Teo declines, saying he already has other plans. Heartbroken, Chen Yu quietly returns home. Later, Teo meets Chen Yu again while asking someone for directions to Dolphin Island. Curious, he asks about the island and the famous white dolphins. Chen Yu offers to guide him and shares a story about how the dolphins once helped fishermen find fish before suddenly disappearing. Since then, the island was named in their memory, but traveling there has become dangerous. Interested, Teo agrees to go with her. Meanwhile, Junhao is busy reviewing his wedding preparations with Shou. Everything is decorated in pink, Yuni's favorite color. Junhao admits that Shou seems to understand Yuni better than he does, and Shou replies that it's because he has known her since childhood. Later that night, Junhao searches for information about a travel blogger, while Yuni reminds him to rest because the wedding is the next day. Unable to save his hotel, Mr. Tang grows desperate and believes that if Junhao disappears, the hotel issue will be ignored. On the wedding day, he arrives at the venue, but is stopped since he is not invited. Inside, Yuni gets ready as Shou compliments her and gives her chocolates. Junhao kisses Yuni's forehead and leaves briefly to retrieve the wedding ring. As Junhao drives through a quiet area, Mr. Tang secretly follows him. Suddenly, Mr. Tang tries to crash into Junhao's car. At the same moment, a truck appears from the opposite direction. To avoid it, Junhao swerves, loses control, and his car plunges into the sea. Back at the wedding hall, everyone anxiously waits for Junhao. His phone is unreachable. Following Junhao's grandfather's orders, Shou announces that Mr. Shang's health has suddenly worsened and the wedding is cancelled. Shortly after, Shou receives a call from the police reporting that Junhao's car was seen falling into the sea. Rescue teams search the water while Junhao is washed ashore on the other side, unconscious. When he wakes up, he weakly stumbles toward the road and nearly collides with Chen Yu's car. She stops just in time, but Junhao collapses due to his head injury. Frightened, Chen Yu and the others rush to help him. When a police officer arrives, they panic and lie about what happened. Chen Yu and her mother then take Junhao home. Once home, Junhao wakes up again, but he has lost his memory. He doesn't even remember his own name. Shockingly, Chen Yu and her family feel relieved. Chen Yu's mother gives him fresh clothes and lets him stay. Junhao notices the ring on Chen Yu's finger and says it feels familiar, but Chen Yu quickly claims it belongs to her. When Junhao asks who he is, Chen Yu calls him a big liar and tells him about the beach incident and the unpaid compensation. She shows him the wrong phone number he wrote down. Seeing his handwriting, Junhao believes he truly owes her money. Since the name Tong Hao is written on the paper, he assumes his name is Tang Hao, and Chen Yu confirms it. She lies that she found him wandering at night and brought him home. Grateful, Junhao asks for directions to the police station, but Chen Yu refuses, warning him that the police will catch him because he is a liar. Confused but trusting her, Junhao agrees to stay and is sent to sleep in the shop. The next morning, Shou tells the family that the police found some of Junhao's belongings, but not Junhao himself. During breakfast, Chen Yu asks Junhao about the accident, but he remembers nothing. Wanting to repay his debt, Junhao offers to help at the grocery store and neatly arranges everything, impressing everyone. Seeing his sincerity, Chen Yu assigns him all her daily chores, officially putting him to work to repay his compensation. When Junhao asks Chen Yu for food, she tells him to finish his work first. At that moment, Teo arrives and Chen Yu is seen eating from a huge bowl. Feeling awkward, she quickly says the food belongs to Tang Hao. Teo then asks her about visiting Dolphin Island, and Chen Yu happily agrees. Her mother reminds her to put on makeup, but Junhao softly tells her she looks beautiful just the way she is. Chen Yu leaves with Teo, and later Junhao informs her mother that they have gone to Dolphin Island, which surprises her. Out at sea, Chen Yu takes Teo on a boat to look for dolphins. The boat becomes unsteady, and she accidentally falls onto him. Soon after, the engine stops, forcing them to row the boat themselves. Meanwhile, Junhao arrives on another boat after his mother warns him that the island is unsafe. At the same time, Mr. Zhang tells Shou that Junhao's position as general manager cannot stay empty for long, and an election will be held if he doesn't return. Later, Chen Yu's mother asks her to deliver goods, and Junhao goes along. On the way, Chen Yu lets Junhao drive. They unknowingly pass Shou and Yuni, who fail to recognize Junhao. After delivering the items to an elderly woman, the granny predicts Chen Yu's future, saying the boy she just met will become her life partner. Chen Yu assumes she means Teo. The granny then tells Junhao that although he has lost his past, he should live and enjoy the life he has now. As they leave, Junhao asks Chen Yu if she likes Teo. Chen Yu replies that her mother thinks Teo is perfect for her, so liking him makes sense. Junhao hints that the granny wasn't talking about Teo. Just then, Chen Yu slips into a pit, and Junhao jumps in to save her. Chen Yu sprains her foot, and with no phone signal, she breaks down crying, pouring out her fears about debt, unfinished dreams, and never enjoying life. Junhao hugs her to comfort her, but she quickly pushes him away, warning him not to take advantage. Night falls as Junhao gently massages Chen Yu's injured foot while her mother worries at home. Exhausted, Chen Yu falls asleep on Junhao's shoulder. In the morning, she wakes up embarrassed and pushes him away. Soon after, they climb out of the pit and are greeted by a beautiful view with dolphins nearby. Teo, searching for Chen Yu, hears their voices and helps pull them out. Junhao makes a simple wheelchair for her, but Teo also brings one. Chen Yu's mother insists she use Teo's wheelchair, which makes Junhao feel left out. Later, Junhao shows Chen Yu a dolphin figure he made for her. When she suggests showing it to Teo, Junhao says he wants to see dolphins with her instead. Chen Yu promises they will all go together once she recovers. Soon after, Chen Yu's mother decides to send Junhao to Indonesia for work. Chen Yu protests, but Junhao agrees to go so he can repay his debt. Before leaving, Junhao tries to meet Chen Yu, but she is not home. When she returns, he has already left. Suddenly, Chen Yu hears news on TV about job scams and human trafficking in Indonesia. Panicked, she rushes to stop Junhao despite her injured foot. At the dock, Junhao boards the boat without a life jacket because they have run out. Chen Yu shouts his name as the boat moves away. When Junhao tries to return, the boatman refuses, so Junhao jumps into the sea and Chen Yu jumps in after him. She saves him with CPR once again. After regaining consciousness, Junhao scolds her for risking her life, but she scolds him back for jumping without a life jacket. Junhao begins to recall fragments of his past and asks how she saved him before. When Chen Yu reminds him about the CPR and her lost first kiss, Junhao laughs, saying CPR and a kiss are different. Chen Yu argues they are the same, so Junhao proves the difference by kissing her. Embarrassed, Chen Yu pushes him away, but Junhao promises he will never leave her again. Later, during dinner, Chen Yu's mother apologizes to Junhao for unknowingly sending him into danger. Chen Yu leaves the table, and Junhao follows. She tells him she can't even eat properly when he's around. Junhao smiles, realizing his feelings for her are growing. When Chen Yu plays the piano, Teo arrives. She thanks him for the piano, but he says he didn't buy it. As he plays a tune loved by her mother, Junhao discusses the rhythm, surprising everyone. Later, Junhao carries Chen Yu while helping deliver goods since her foot hasn't healed. At the hotel, Chen Yu argues with Shou until Mr. Tang interrupts and privately threatens Shou with proof that Junhao is alive. Shou leaves shaken. Junhao arrives unnoticed, and Chen Yu introduces him as her cousin, secretly explaining his memory loss to Mr. Tang. When Junhao later suggests handing the hotel to Shang due to poor conditions, Chen Yu angrily snaps, saying he doesn't understand how much the hotel means to her. Her brother explains to Junhao that the hotel was Chen Yu's childhood home after moving to the city with her father. The next morning, Junhao gathers the hotel staff early and begins improving the place. When Chen Yu arrives, she is amazed by the changes. Junhao tells her he wants to protect the hotel because of her emotional bond with it. Later, a salary dispute arises between Chen Yu's mother and Mr. Tang, which Chen Yu resolves by suggesting both share responsibility. Solon is appointed as the new receptionist. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Junhao's grandfather asks Shou about him. With no news and deep regret, the old man's health worsens, and he passes away. At that moment, Junhao suddenly feels an unexplained wave of sadness, hinting at a deeper connection to his forgotten past. When Chen Yu asks Tong Hao why he looks uneasy, he admits that he feels strangely restless, as if he is about to lose something precious. Chen Yu suggests that maybe his lost memories are slowly returning or that his family might be missing him. Tong Hao replies that even if he doesn't remember having a family, Chen Yu is his family now. Touched by his words, Chen Yu grows emotional as Tong Hao leans on her shoulder, saying he needs her support. Meanwhile, Mr. Tang tries to tempt the villagers with extra money to sign the agreement. At the same time, Chen Yu, Junhao, and Teo head into the forest to gather proof of the white dolphin's existence. Some villagers give in and sign the papers. When demolition orders arrive, Mr. Tang blocks the machine with his own body, forcing it to stop. Chen Yu is called to the beach, where Junhao and Teo dive into the sea using oxygen tanks. Though Junhao can't swim normally, the diving suit helps him. They soon return with proof, but on the way back, a rope snaps and Junhao falls, hitting his head badly. Chen Yu wants to stay with him, but Junhao insists she take the evidence to stop the demolition before it's too late. Teo promises to help Junhao. Chen Yu rushes to Mr. Zhang and boldly presents the evidence, explaining the laws protecting white dolphins and warning him of legal trouble if construction continues. Shou advises Mr. Zhang to verify the claim. At the hospital, Chen Yu mistakenly speaks to the wrong patient, saying she won't bother Junhao again. Teo and Junhao laugh as they appear behind her. Seeing Junhao safe, Chen Yu breaks down, and Junhao comforts her with a hug, which makes Teo feel slightly left out. Back at the hotel, everyone thanks the trio. The doctor later tells Junhao that his memory may return soon. When Chen Yu asks how he feels, Junhao says his present matters more than his past. The white dolphins are officially confirmed, ruining Mr. Zhang's plans. Furious, he blames Shou and Yuni. Yuni then reveals that Junhao is missing and leaves. Junhao helps hotel staff improve service, while Chen Yu makes him soup. He praises it and finishes the whole pot, even though it later upsets his stomach. Still, he enthusiastically plans a photography event to promote the hotel. Soon, the village gains attention when a famous vlogger secretly visits and posts pictures online. Bookings increase rapidly, making Mr. Tang overjoyed. That night, Chen Yu surprises Junhao with a birthday cake. As he cuts it, Junhao silently wishes to spend all his future birthdays with her. Later, Chen Yu realizes the mysterious vlogger is actually Teo, and she thanks him for helping the village. Walking along the beach, Chen Yu worries about Junhao's memory returning. Junhao promises that even if he remembers everything, he will never leave her, sealing it with a pinky promise. Elsewhere, Teo faces criticism from his company for promoting the hotel, but he defends his actions. Later, Chen Yu confesses Junhao's truth to Teo. When her vehicle breaks down, Teo lends her his car. At the hotel, Chen Yu pretends the car belongs to her boyfriend to silence her mocking classmate, who then invites her to a party. Junhao overhears and refuses to go at first. After some playful tension and jealousy, Chen Yu's mother insists Junhao accompany her instead. Finally, Chen Yu strikes a deal with Junhao. If he goes to the party with her, she'll agree to a date, determined to prove that she, too, can have a handsome and successful boyfriend. Junhao tells Chen Yu that she doesn't need to change herself for anyone. He says not everything can be solved with money, and sometimes people must face the truth. That night, Chen Yu's brother tells Junhao about her past boyfriend and even shows him her diary. At the same time, Chen Yu is sharing her past with Teo. The next morning, Chen Yu's mother talks to Tong Hao, but Junhao quietly leaves for a delivery. Before the party, her mother gives Chen Yu a dress and reminds her to be honest with her friends about not having a rich boyfriend. At the party, Chen Yu's friends make fun of her and force her to dance awkwardly. Meanwhile, Teo finishes a meeting with Mr. Wang and decides to come to the party. Soon after, Junhao also arrives, shocking everyone. Since Mike barely knows Junhao, he challenges him to a game to confirm his identity. Tong Hao plays perfectly, convincing everyone that he is the real Junhao. Mike then asks why Junhao is with Chen Yu when he already has a fiancée, Yuni. Tong Hao answers that true love is worth every sacrifice. When people ask about their love story, Tong Hao lies and says Chen Yu once saved his life after he fell into the water, and they have been together ever since. Elsewhere, Shou tells Yuni to move on and restart her life. Later, Chen Yu asks Tong Hao why he used a fake name. He says he didn't want to come as Tong Hao. As they eat cake together, some cream gets on her face. Tong Hao gently wipes it away and kisses her, which Teo sadly witnesses before leaving. After the party, Chen Yu tells Tong Hao about a dream where a frog turns into a prince after a kiss. Tong Hao jokingly says her kiss is the cure. Feeling shy, Chen Yu asks him not to go home. He takes her to the enchanted forest, dances with her like a prince, and later surprises her with a Ferris wheel ride, something she once wished for in her diary. During the ride, Chen Yu asks if his kiss at the party was just acting. Instead of answering, Tong Hao kisses her again and says he's happy to keep acting forever. Tong Hao notices Chen Yu's ring, and she tells him it's connected to his lost memory. He promises that even if his memory returns, he won't leave her. Meanwhile, Teo grows suspicious and starts investigating Junhao's disappearance. He decides to meet Shou. Back at work, Chen Yu and Tong Hao spend the night together working, and by morning, she falls asleep beside him. Her mother sees them and later warns Tong Hao that when his memory returns, he may have to leave Chen Yu behind. Tong Hao promises to take responsibility. Teo meets Shou and learns that Junhao is supposedly abroad. When Teo shows Junhao's photo, Shou realizes Junhao is living as Tong Hao and is shocked. Later, Tong Hao and Chen Yu are seen together at a hotel, where their photos are taken. Shou arrives at the hotel and demands to see Tong Hao. When they finally meet, Shou calls him Junhao. Tong Hao denies it, saying he only pretended at the party and insists he belongs here with Chen Yu. Shou tries to take Tong Hao away, but he refuses to leave Chen Yu. Enraged, Shou hits him. Mr. Tang stops the fight and explains that Tong Hao needs time to recover his memory. When Chen Yu arrives, Shou blames her for ruining Junhao's life. She is stunned to learn Tong Hao is actually Junhao. Feeling guilty, she quietly leaves, believing she destroyed his future. Yuni later learns the truth and is heartbroken to hear Junhao has lost his memory and has another girlfriend. Chen Yu confronts Tong Hao, blaming herself for keeping him away from his real life. Tong Hao tells her he only knows one thing, that he loves her. He holds her tightly and comforts her. The next day, Teo tells Chen Yu he is leaving for South America but promises to return whenever she needs him. Before leaving, he reminds Tong Hao of the promise he once made to always protect Chen Yu and never let her be sad. Tong Hao promises that no matter what happens, he will always protect Chen Yu. In the present, Teo leaves, which makes Chen Yu feel uneasy. Seeing her sadness, Tong Hao kisses her forehead and reminds her that he is right beside her. Soon after, Yuni arrives and tries to remind Tong Hao of their past. However, he firmly denies having a fiancée and says Chen Yu is the only woman in his life. Even after Yuni shows her engagement ring, Tong Hao remembers nothing and walks away. Chen Yu apologizes to Yuni, but Yuni slaps her and accuses her of destroying Junhao's life and company before leaving. Chen Yu breaks down in tears. Meanwhile, Junhao's mother is grieving, unaware he is alive. Shou and Yuni finally tell her the truth, shocking her deeply. She asks why Junhao wasn't brought home, but Shou explains that the boatman took him away after the accident. Although Mrs. Sheng insists on meeting him, Yuni tells her he will return on his own. That night, Chen Yu talks about stars and hope, saying she always knew Tong Hao would leave someday. Even though she loved him, she wishes he would return to his family and fiancé. Tong Hao refuses to accept this. The next morning, he asks her on a date, but Chen Yu coldly says they have no future. Later, while Chen Yu sits alone on the beach, Tong Hao joins her. She apologizes, blaming herself for his lost memory and broken family ties. Tong Hao explains that the doctors advised him to live in the present, and he chooses happiness with her. Chen Yu asks why he avoided surgery, and Tong Hao simply says it's because he loves her. They later go on a joyful date at the park, laughing, swinging, and kissing. A photographer captures their moment, and Tong Hao buys the picture. He gifts Chen Yu playful wish cards, allowing her to make fun demands. Chen Yu writes that all his money belongs to him, and they seal the wishes with thumbprints. One card says Chen Yu must kiss Tong Hao, and she does. They promise to remember this day even when they are old. During a trust game, Chen Yu realizes the ring she wears once belonged to Yuni. She tries to remove it, but Tong Hao tells her true love locks a ring forever and promises to always be her Tong Hao. Meanwhile, Yuni thanks Shou for supporting her, and Shou assures her that things will eventually be okay. During another trust game, Chen Yu blindfolds Tong Hao and leads him somewhere special. She brings him to his real home but breaks down emotionally. She quietly places a wish card in his pocket, hugs him, and leaves. When Tong Hao removes the blindfold, he finds his mother, Yuni, and Shou waiting. The wish card reads that Tong Hao must leave Chen Yu forever. Tong Hao refuses to recognize anyone and storms off, breaking his mother's heart. Tong Hao runs after Chen Yu, but she drives away crying. Suddenly, masked men hit Tong Hao with a car. When Chen Yu arrives, she realizes something is wrong, but one man knocks her unconscious. Shou arrives just in time, and the attackers flee. Both Chen Yu and Tong Hao are rushed to the hospital. The doctor says Tong Hao's surgery is successful, but his memory will take time to recover. When he wakes up, he remembers nothing about village life or Chen Yu, only the accident. Chen Yu wakes up and rushes to see him, but leaves quietly after seeing Yuni with him. As she walks away, her ring finally slips off her finger. Shou tells her that Junhao is no longer Tong Hao, and she should stay away. Junhao returns to his company and announces a re-election for general manager. At night, he begins having flashes of memories with Chen Yu. Meanwhile, Yuni visits Chen Yu and offers her money, demanding she disappear from Junhao's life forever. Chen Yu's mother refuses the money and sends Yuni away. Teo returns from abroad and comforts Chen Yu, explaining that Tong Hao and Junhao feel like two different people. That night, Teo stays with Chen Yu, and despite misunderstandings, he protects her with care and respect. The next day, Chen Yu receives a letter calling her to Junhao's company. At the meeting, Chen Yu bravely reveals Junhao's memory loss to protect him, shocking everyone. When Junhao denies knowing her and accuses her of lying, Chen Yu takes all the blame on herself and leaves in tears. Junhao is elected general manager. Later, he confronts Chen Yu outside, asking what they shared. When he feels nothing, he coldly insults her, breaking her heart. Chen Yu drinks heavily that night, grieving Tong Hao. Teo takes her home and ensures her safety. Later, a travel show comes to the village to film, and everyone says goodbye to Tong Hao, praising everything he did. By chance, Junhao sees this video and is deeply shaken. Junhao later visits Mr. Tang's hotel with Yuni and orders it to be vacated within a week. When Chen Yu confronts him, he harshly accuses her of using him. Tensions rise, and villagers clash with Junhao. Hurtful words are exchanged, and Junhao leaves, questioning whether he has truly become heartless. In the following days, Junhao's people begin clearing out the hotel, leaving everyone uncertain about the future. Teo explains everything to Chen Yu over the phone. Soon after, the hotel is officially sealed, and everyone is forced to leave with their belongings. When Chen Yu arrives and sees the locked hotel, she breaks down in tears. Teo and Chen Yu take Mr. Tang back home with them. Later, some staff secretly enter the hotel from the back door to collect supplies, but Dawei slips, falls, and loses consciousness. That night, everyone is heartbroken over the hotel's closure. Teo encourages them, promising to train everyone professionally and even offering $5 million as investment support. Elsewhere, Fang gives Mrs. Shang some soup and signals her. Mrs. Shang takes the soup to Dawei, who has been secretly held captive. Afraid of being poisoned, Dawei refuses to drink it. To prove it's safe, Shang drinks it himself but suddenly collapses as his nose starts bleeding. Junhao tries calling Dawei, but the call cuts off. Dawei anxiously waits for the call to return and cries for help. Fang and Master arrive and reveal that the soup was harmless and not meant for Shang. When Junhao calls again, Fang answers carefully so nothing suspicious is revealed. Soon, Chen Yu, Teo, and the hotel staff prepare confidently to negotiate with Junhao. Teo reminds everyone to stay calm and professional. During the meeting, Junhao surprisingly gives Chen Yu 1 month to prove herself. The team feels hopeful and relieved. Afterward, Dawei is released. When Junhao calls again, Dawei answers, but Shan quickly takes the phone and warns him not to mention the kidnapping. However, Junhao hears part of the conversation and becomes suspicious. He goes to the hotel and finds Dawei laughing and playing games with everyone. Seeing Junhao, Dawei freezes. Chen Yu asks Junhao not to change his decision. Instead, Junhao removes the hotel seal and reminds Chen Yu about the 1-month deadline before leaving. Later, Shou returns home and finds Mr. Jiang waiting. Mr. Jiang reveals that Shou's father didn't sell his company shares willingly and hands over a recorded confession. Shou spends the entire night listening to it while drinking. Junhao tries calling Shou, but he doesn't answer. The next day, Shou finally shows up at the office and lies about his phone being broken. Meanwhile, Chen Yu and Teo begin planning a big hotel event to attract tourists. Teo promises to handle everything, including inviting celebrities. Chen Yu suggests inviting the famous actress Princess Snow. At first, Princess Snow refuses, but when Chen Yu explains that the hotel is their home and will be destroyed otherwise, she finally agrees. Chen Yu prepares a handmade invitation card and goes to invite Junhao, but security stops her. Dawei meets her outside and tells her that Junhao is actually a kind person who secretly helped her before. Chen Yu later finds Junhao at his office and follows him into a freezer room. When Junhao sees her, He accuses her of trying to deceive him again. Chen Yu calmly hands him the invitation card and explains the event started by Tong Hao. Suddenly, the freezer door shuts, trapping them inside. Chen Yu panics, but Junhao hugs her to calm her down. As they wait, they talk, share warmth, and slowly open up. Junhao admits he came to inspect the hotel secretly because it has been running at a loss. Just in time, Yuni, Shou, and Teo find and rescue them. Back at home, everyone wraps Chen Yu in blankets. Though exhausted, she smiles proudly, saying she managed to invite Junhao. The next day, booking calls flood in, and the hotel becomes fully reserved. The staff happily welcome guests and distribute white dolphin teddy bears. Princess Snow arrives at the hotel and begins live streaming, drawing huge attention. Dawei announces that Junhao won't attend because of wedding preparations, which disappoints Chen Yu. Meanwhile, Junhao and Yuni go dress shopping. Later that night, Junhao quietly comes to the hotel to watch the meteor shower. A small argument breaks out, but Mr. Tang settles things and asks Junhao to change his clothes. When Junhao returns, Chen Yu can't stop staring at him. She tells him the outfit he's wearing was meant for Tong Hao and asks him to act like Tong Hao for just 10 seconds. Confused, Junhao asks why. Chen Yu hugs him tightly and says she never got a proper goodbye. From a distance, Shou and Yuni silently watch them. Junhao pushes Chen Yu away and firmly says that he is not Tong Hao. Teo immediately tells Junhao to leave. Later, Junhao returns home, where Yuni asks if his work is finished. He lies and says everything went well. When Yuni questions him about hugging Chen Yu, Junhao tries to explain, but she walks away without listening. Mrs. Shang warns Junhao to stay away from Chen Yu. Alone in his room, Junhao keeps replaying Chen Yu's words in his mind, while Chen Yu also remembers the moment they hugged. At the office, Shou advises Junhao to care for Yuni properly, warning him that if he doesn't, someone else will. Shou reminds him that he has never truly cared for anyone before and leaves. Confused, Junhao asks Dawei how to win a girl's heart. Dawei jokingly says girls like men who stay close, help them, and give gifts. Taking this advice seriously, Junhao prepares a surprise for Yuni. Later, Junhao and Yuni meet Chen Yu and Teo at a restaurant. Yuni's mood turns sour when she sees Chen Yu. Teo suggests leaving, but Chen Yu refuses. Teo gently tells her to move on from Tong Hao and admits that he likes her. Chen Yu says she isn't ready yet, and Teo promises to wait. Meanwhile, Junhao gifts Yuni a beautiful necklace, apologizes for the previous night, and promises never to disappoint her again. He places the necklace on her, which deeply hurts Chen Yu. Teo offers Chen Yu a job, and that night she shares everything with her mother. Her mom supports her and encourages her to go forward. The next day, Chen Yu joins Teo at the company, but during a meeting, she struggles to understand business terms and becomes the subject of laughter. During a break, Chen Yu accidentally spills coffee on Yuni's laptop, and Junhao scolds her harshly. Though embarrassed, Chen Yu accepts Yuni's offer to join assistant training. Instead of training, Chen Yu is made to work as a cleaner. While cleaning Junhao's office, she accidentally turns on the shower and gets soaked. Junhao hears the noise, finds her there, and questions her. Chen Yu lies, saying she is practicing for assistant work. Junhao gives her a shirt to change into, then leaves. Later, Chen Yu jokingly sits in his chair, imitates him, and laughs before going home with Teo. One night, while cleaning Junhao's office, Chen Yu accidentally misplaces an important document. When Junhao notices the missing file, he calls her in but dismisses her without listening. Later, Chen Yu realizes she gave the document to Zhao by mistake. Soon after, she is fired. Heartbroken, she goes to Teo, who reassures her that she cannot be fired because she is his assistant. Chen Yu then discovers that Zhao is secretly selling company documents. She steals his phone, and Teo's team uncovers the truth. Zhao is caught red-handed during the deal, and Junhao finally learns the truth. Zhao is handed over to the police, and Junhao allows Chen Yu to continue working but tells her to stay away from his office. Later, Uni offers Chen Yu a chance to work at her hotel to gain real experience. Chen Yu accepts. Junhao overhears this and feels unsettled. At Sunwell Hotel, Chen Yu faces strict supervision. When a reporter misbehaves with her, she slaps him and reports the incident. Though Junhao initially asks her to apologize, he later confronts the reporter himself, beating him up for harassing an employee. Chen Yu secretly records the incident. Soon, the reporter announces in the media that he will file a case against Junhao, and the news spreads everywhere, creating a major scandal. Chen Yu also sees the video. During the meeting, everyone pressures Junhao to apologize to the reporter. Sure, but Junhao firmly refuses, saying it was not his mistake. When Junhao arrives for a hotel inspection, Chen Yu shows him the video she recorded. Junhao immediately calls a press conference, plays the video, and proves that Sunwell had no involvement in the scandal. The media backs off, and Chen Yu is later called to Junhao's office. Teo comes to pick her up, and she leaves with Dawei. Later, Chen Yu suggests celebrating the victory, but Junhao coldly asks who would celebrate with her. While pouring drinks, he questions why she filmed him. Chen Yu jokingly says he looked brave and handsome while fighting, which makes Junhao smile. They drink together, and a drunk Chen Yu hugs him, calling him Tong Hao. Junhao freezes. When Chen Yu falls asleep, Junhao gently lays her on the sofa and sleeps nearby. Late at night, Chen Yu wakes up and sees Teo. She leaves with him and explains that Junhao offered her drinks and she passed out. Junhao wakes up later and realizes Chen Yu is gone. On the table, he finds a frog toy and a note saying it once belonged to Tong Hao and is now meant for him. Shou arrives and scolds Junhao for his behavior since he is about to get married. When Uni questions Junhao about the wine, he lies and says he drank with Dawei. Mrs. Shang announces her plan to hold a birthday party so Junhao can meet his father's old friends. Though reluctant, Junhao agrees. Elsewhere, Chen Yu shares the story of saving the company with her mother and Teo. Teo promises to protect Chen Yu, but her mother questions how she became a manager. Teo finally tells her the truth. The next day, Uni invites Teo to Mrs. Shang's birthday party and allows him to bring a date. Teo asks Chen Yu to accompany him. Her mother quietly supports her decision. At the party, Chen Yu is suddenly asked to work as a waitress due to a staff shortage. She apologizes to Teo and changes into her uniform, while her mother wanders around Junhao's house. While Chen Yu works, Junhao notices her helping Teo, which bothers him. Meanwhile, Chen Yu's mother accidentally tries on Mrs. Shang's bracelet, which gets stuck on her wrist. She is caught by security and accused of stealing. Chen Yu defends her, and Junhao notices the bracelet has caused her hand to swell. He allows them to leave and asks them to return it later. Later, Junhao unexpectedly visits Chen Yu at the hotel. He admits the place feels strangely familiar to him. Chen Yu thanks him for supporting her at the party. Junhao says ever since meeting her, helping her has become natural. He then confesses that he has been thinking only about her. Chen Yu says if her presence is disturbing his life, she will stay away. Junhao admits he believes her story about Tong Hao and feels they are connected by destiny. Chen Yu says their worlds are different and removes the ring, throwing it into the water. Junhao returns home and tells Uni to reconsider their relationship, which makes her cry. Determined, Junhao decides to win Chen Yu back. During another hotel inspection, Junhao repeatedly runs into Chen Yu and even helps her with her work. Uni finds out and arrives at the hotel as well. While Chen Yu is cleaning the stairs, Uni slips on the wet floor. Chen Yu tries to save her, but both fall. Uni is rushed to the hospital, and Mrs. Shang scolds Chen Yu. At the hospital, Uni reveals photos of Tong Hao and Chen Yu kissing. Shou becomes furious with Junhao. That night, Shou secretly gives reporters personal photos of Junhao and Chen Yu. The next morning, reporters swarm Chen Yu's house. Junhao is blamed by his mother, while Chen Yu decides to return to her village. Junhao apologizes to Chen Yu over the phone and promises to fix everything. When reporters surround Junhao, Chen Yu steps forward and explains that Junhao lost his memory and they were only friends. Teo claims he got Chen Yu the job and hints she will accept him as her boyfriend. Later, Chen Yu tells Junhao she cannot live in his world and leaves. Chen Yu resigns from Sunwell and returns the bracelet. That night, she decides to leave the city with Teo. Meanwhile, Shou learns the truth about his parents' death and discovers that Mr. Shang was responsible. Filled with rage, Shou vows revenge against Sunwell. Junhao later takes Chen Yu to the park she once visited with Tong Hao. As the lights turn on, Junhao says this is his way of saying goodbye. They sit on a swing, and Chen Yu recalls her past love, calling it her first and last date with Junhao. On the wedding day, Chen Yu unexpectedly arrives just to give her blessings. Suddenly, a decoration frame falls. Chen Yu pushes Junhao away and gets injured. Junhao shields her from another falling frame and is badly hurt himself. Yuni leaves in shock. At the hospital, Junhao hugs Chen Yu and begs her never to put herself in danger again. He admits he owes her his life. Watching this, Teo quietly walks away. Later, Junhao finally realizes that he, too, has fallen deeply in love with Chen Yu and that he is not yet married. Junhao asks Chen Yu to sit beside him, but she refuses. Pretending to have a headache, Junhao makes her hold his hand. Just then, Mrs. Shang arrives. Chen Yu tries to leave, missing. Both Junhao and Chen Yu are stunned. Chen Yu meets Teo and apologizes, telling him she cannot leave with him. Teo admits he never cared so deeply for anyone before her, and that his dream of traveling the world together will remain unfulfilled. Though heartbroken, he smiles and forgives her. Meanwhile, Yuni wanders alone, is harassed by drunk men, and is rescued by a street singer who takes her home after learning she has nowhere to go. Shou confronts Junhao, accusing him of breaking Yuni's heart. Junhao accepts the blame, admitting it was family pressure, not love. The next day, Chen Yu brings soup for Junhao, but Mrs. Shang privately warns Chen Yu to stay away, saying she will destroy their family. Later, Mr. Tang asks Chen Yu to take charge of the hotel, and after hesitation, she agrees. As Junhao searches for Yuni, reporters surround him with questions about his father's past and company shares. Junhao promises to investigate the truth. He confronts his mother, who insists his father was innocent. Determined, Junhao vows to uncover everything. Chen Yu officially takes responsibility for the hotel. Junhao meets Shou and offers to take full responsibility if his father is guilty. Shou coldly says Junhao must repay the debt owed to his parents and Yuni and orders him to stay away. Chen Yu encourages Junhao not to give up. When Junhao asks if she would still love him if he lost everything, she replies that Tong Hao had nothing too, and she loved him anyway. Touched, Junhao hugs her. Later, Junhao returns all shares to Shou, but Shou refuses forgiveness. Soon after, police seal Mrs. Shang's house, forcing them to leave immediately. Chen Yu rushes to find Junhao. His bank cards fail at the hotel, leaving him and his mother stranded. When Junhao can't even buy water, Chen Yu steps in to help. Though he initially pushes her away, she reminds him she has seen him in worse times. Emotional, Junhao finally accepts her support, and she invites him home. Yuni learns about the share transfer and rushes back, only to find her house sealed. She collapses and is taken to the hospital. Meanwhile, Junhao and his mother stay at a hotel arranged by Chen Yu. Mrs. Shang remains cold toward her, but Junhao openly tells Chen Yu she is his good luck. Yuni later confronts Chen Yu, accusing her of ruining her life. Shou arrives and takes Yuni away, cutting all ties. Junhao reassures his mother that Shou will care for Yuni. Junhao then struggles to find work, but Chen Yu motivates him to start from zero, just like Tong Hao once did. Junhao begins working at the hotel alongside Chen Yu and earns everyone's respect. Yuni attends therapy and slowly uncovers her childhood trauma. Mrs. Shang visits Yuni and sincerely apologizes. Yuni forgives Junhao and decides to move on. Junhao and Chen Yu finally confess their love openly. Despite initial resistance, even Mrs. Shang admits they could become a good match. Their happiness is interrupted when Teo reveals Shou's plan to sell all shares and leave the country. At the share-selling meeting, Junhao and others expose the truth behind Shou's parents' deaths. Marb pulls a gun, creating chaos. Disguised as a pizza delivery worker, Chen Yu bravely intervenes, causing the gun to fall. Though injured, she helps save everyone until the police arrive. Chen Yu wakes up in the hospital but has lost her memory of Junhao. Heartbroken, Junhao steps back. Teo promises to leave forever if Junhao takes care of her, and Junhao agrees. Slowly, Chen Yu begins healing. 6 months later, Junhao and Chen Yu prepare for their wedding. Just as panic strikes over a missing ring, fate intervenes. Chen Yu finds the same ring she once threw into the sea. Junhao places it on her finger. They kiss, and their love story reaches a beautiful ending.